Hi guys, just a quick video on radar training for verses. In front of you here, got a quick picture just showing you the final chest, the 7.2 million point chest, which is your ultimate goal, ultimate aim when accumulating your points, because it's going to provide you with great rewards. Now just below that you've got a list of items or a list of tasks and actions that you can complete in-game to accumulate the required number of points to unlock your chests. And obviously you can pause this video and have a little look at those. A lot of them you are familiar with. It's just a case of completing them in-game on the required day at the required times to unlock the rewards, but also to secure the versus points to hopefully grab a win on the day. Now we're going to flick over to our in-game position, and obviously you're all familiar with the radar because you've got a big red notification there telling you to go in, and basically you just click everything. But I need to point out to you that in the top left corner you've got a indicator here that shows you how many radar tasks you've currently got and what your maximum is. Now my maximum is 40. Now you don't want to let it get to 40, because when you do, it's going to stop the refresh timer, which you can see there is currently at 5 hours. Now the idea is on a Monday to wake up and you've got, well, I've got 39 out of 40 radar tasks, with the timer still continuing in the background. Now if I wake up and I've got 40 out of 40, that timer will not be there because it stops, and that's no good because your next set of radar tasks is not coming in. So try to manage that best you can. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail in this video because I want to try and keep it short. If you want a bit more detail on how to manage the radar, then drop me a message, or any of the other R4s, they'll be able to run you through the process. But for basics, you want to be completing these radar tasks through the day because they secure a good amount of points, and that's basically your bread and butter. You know, you complete those, you're going to get a solid amount of points, and that's going to set you off on your way to unlocking your reward chests. Now, I'm going to go back in game here, and essentially we're going to move on to mining, which is probably what you want to be doing on a Sunday evening. Now you want to send out all your squads to mines, and obviously you know how to send out your squads to your mines, but what you want to be looking at is the expected time to finish, which is just above the blue button here. Now you want that time to indicate or to show either 2 a.m. or 3 a.m, whatever it is for your time zone, when the server resets. Because basically what you're doing on a Sunday evening is locking in a load of points ahead of time, and at the refresh and when the mining is finished, bang, you're going to already have a good stack of points coming in, and you'll probably wake up to 600,000-700,000, whatever it may be. And then obviously when you get up, you're going to want to send out your squads again to mines, either around here with the high level mines, or perhaps a bit further south, or wherever you're positioned, you know, north, east, south, west, and just shoot them into mines all day. Now you may want to keep one of your squads back for rallies, for digs, etc. That's entirely up to you, but obviously if you've got a difficult versus opponent, then you're going to need to maximise your points as much as possible. Now that's mining done. We're going to have a quick look in the Alliance store, because there's some quite important purchases here for Monday. Now typically you're going to want to go for your skill chip chests, because they're going to also provide you with points. Now you can also get some in the campaign store. You've got this one here, and you've got the common skill chip chest here, which is perfect. And also you've got drone parts available, which I always pick up, and then you've got some battle data here, which I wouldn't suggest you buy unless you're close to a level, but certainly it's available there as an option, and obviously the campaign points are quite easy to get until you end up completing it, which I'm almost there. So yeah, that's the chip chests. That's just some very small amount of XP. It's not going to be significant, but the chips you do get, you can obviously use towards your drone and level it up. Now, the next thing is drone XP, or battle data, and the parts. Now, just so you're familiar, the parts are these, the cogs, essentially, and then your battle data, or drone XP, is here. And those are your two big point scorers. Now, to use those, find your drone, click in, and then you've got the data training button here, the green one. Obviously, I'm not going to push it now because it'd be a waste, but essentially you just need to click that several times, or as much as you need to, depending on how close you are to your rewards and whether or not you're saving XP because perhaps your versus opponent's too strong, or you're already very far ahead in the day and you're obviously going to win, so you might want to just hold some back for the next week. And one thing to be mindful of is that you can't use your drone parts every week, or maybe every few weeks, depending on how high level your drone is, because you only get those at certain points and certain levels in your drone. Now, one big thing is to make sure you combine this process with the drone arms race, because it's going to accumulate you points in two areas. And obviously you've got the versus points, which I showed you the chests, and then you've got the arms race, which not doing too well at the moment, but it's easy points, and the further up here you are, you're going to get secondary rewards. So away from the versus rewards, you've also got your arms race rewards, which you should try and work through each day. Now, on top of that, there is one other way that you can get some solid XP if needed, and that is your hero XP. Now, that typically for hero arms race, it's normally around 11 p.m. UK time, depending on the daylight saving hours. But to use hero XP, you'll click onto your heroes in the bottom left, and essentially you want to pick a hero to level up to accumulate some XP. Now, I typically just find a lower level hero to just make sure I unlock the arms race chests. But obviously, if you're trying to push for the win on Monday, you may want to pick a higher level hero, which is obviously going to utilise more hero XP and get you more points. But do keep an eye on the scores, because I would recommend holding back on the hero XP until Thursday, which is your hero training day. Now, that's pretty much it. I know that's basics, as some of you guys are probably thinking, oh, this is pretty entry level, which it is. There's probably a little bit more what we can do, but this is just for the lower levels who are perhaps not as familiar with the game as